Hello, my gorgeouses. How are you? Let me just shut that door. I'm just on live on the YouTube. Righto, you lovely lot. Oh, a few people jumping on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to have a mix-up today here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got me pinhole glasses, and then we've got the cool as a cucumber look. All right, get out on your dashboard. Ooh, popped into Maidstone earlier. There's a decent plumbing and heating merchants I've used down there for years. And I'm not in my ego. I'm not. But I met the new manager for the first time. He was a Welsh boy. He might have been hitting on me. I'm not sure. But he was born in 1986. And he said to me, I thought you was my age, Dave. I went, woo, woo, woo. Because I gave him my email. And I said 67. He went, that ain't the year of manufacture, is it? I went, yes. Yes. He went, never. I said, well, it is what it is. Hello, people. Lovely to see you. Love Campaigner. Oh, I'm loving that name. That's a beautiful, beautiful profile name. How are you? Are you all right? Easy witchy woo woo. Yes, Mervy Bell. Hello, Gorge. Right, so it's the topical barometer. It's ripped off the knob today. It's easy. It's easy to keep people indoors when it's -3 outside, and Ron Lobeck's giving you a weather report and saying, don't look good. You try keeping people in when it's 38 degrees outside. It is ripping out there today, people. And Philip Hartley, hello, Gorge. How are you? Nice to see you. And you got to be questioning, like, you know, who owns the beaches? I thought the beaches were all our inheritance. You can't look. I'm not being funny, right? But this virus thing, whatever it is, this couple I've just been to, he's not very well, bless him. He's got cancer. There's 3 of them there: brother, sister, and the woman's husband. And even they're saying something stinks here. We ain't seeing the bodies. Where's all the death? Where's all the bodies? What's going on? This is a con. And I'm like, wow, everyone's starting to get it now. Everyone's starting to get what's going on. I'm not suggesting nothing bad ain't going on. There are people dying. Yeah, of course there is. People die every day, people. For sure they do. But we're coming to a time now when this weather's going to go off the radar, and people are going to be getting down the beach. This is our country. These are our roads. This is our beaches, people. It's our land. This country's been turned into a military-industrial complex, right? And all you got now is permissions. You need a permission to use the road. You need a permission to have a house. You need a permission to bring your kids up. Anyway, I've just had another guy in his 80s. Oh. I think they're coming for me, aren't they? No, I've gone straight past. It's a fire engine. So this other guy just phoned me in his 80s, having some few eating problems. And we're chatting away, and even he said, well, what's going on? He said, I don't understand what's going on. He said, where's all the bodies? What? I'm not, well, you tell me. Something's going on. Everyone's questioning this now. And rightly so. Rightly so. You should all be questioning it. This is just, England has become an industrial military complex, ladies and gentlemen. It really has. Fake media suggesting China back in lockdown due to second spike. Do you know, whatever it is this second spike's going to be, the second spike will be the economic global crisis because of the crash. Yeah. And that's what this is all about. The world's gone mental. The world's gone mental. And what is this COVID-19? What is it? You know, truthfully, if it was lethal and deadly, you'd have lost half the population already. Half the population probably would have been gone already. Yeah, because it tends to snap in the first instance, doesn't it? You know, you get all these death toll. Where's the million people that have died? There's 65 million people in this country. I'd have expected at least 3 million to have gone already, don't you? Maybe 4 million. Let's just put a bag of spuds on it. Say 5 million. You know, the kids, the elderly, everyone would be dropping like flies. You would be too scared to go out the house. And the old Bill would be too scared to stand next to their colleagues. They'd be going, no, I ain't coming in with that stuff. I'm staying home with the missus. You having a laugh? Stick your law and order up your bum. I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, if there was a proper thing going off out there right now that was an absolute thrashing killer, the Grim Reaper, je ne sais quoi, coppers would not be having canteens with their brothers and sisters at work. They would not all be going out in the same meat wagon, squad cars. They wouldn't be doing it. They wouldn't be doing it. Trust me, because whether they got a uniform or not, their humanity is going to kick in. Their soul and spirit is going to go, oh, no, I'm not, we've lost 5 this week. I ain't playing that game. I'm going to go home. But this guy that I was just talking to in his 80s, I've known him for quite a long time. He said, it's like God's reset, Dave. And he's an atheist. This guy's an atheist. So I told him I'd just become a minister. And he was like, wow. He said, well, I'm an atheist. I said, yeah. He said, but this is a universal reset. He said, this is God, whatever you want to call it, pulling everyone back into line. He said, there's people out there doing so many nice things to one another and for one another. My mate, his missus was in town earlier in the bank and this old boy was queuing and everyone was tutting. He wanted to get out the front. So she turned around, and this is what you have to do, people. You have to step outside the box and remind people, okay, of what's proper and what's decent thing to do. So she see this old boy scurrying at the back and he weren't too well. So she turned around to everyone, excuse me. And everyone looked at her. She went, you don't mind if this old boy goes straight to the front of the queue, do you? No, that's all right, cool. And she marched him straight to the front and he got seen and he turned around and smiled at her. He went, thanks, love. And everyone in the queue was like, oh, dear. So many selfish people out there. You see someone old struggling, help them. Do something for them. You see a kid struggling, help them. Do something for them. It's time that you all started to do things for one another. And this is a plan to pull everything back into alignment, trust me. We've all got so far out of kilter with all these corporations bashing us over the head, nicking our kids. This is God saying, no, we're not having this. No, this is my humanity. This is my mankind. I'm not having it treated like this. This country was always fantastic, right, when it had God's law in place. Whatever it is you want to call God, whatever it is that it means to you, whatever it is. That's your own free will, right? You have a free will to believe or not to believe or to understand or have an understanding. It's up to you. It's your free will. But we won all these wars and at all great costs. And people couldn't believe that this little nation. And King George, after the Second World War finished, he said, only by the grace of God have we got through. And when he said that, when he made a national address to the country, you could see it was heartfelt. He was like, God's with us. It's not with us now, people. Let me tell you, God is not with us right now. We have some demons running this country. We really do. And we have to swap that out. We have to put something good. Now, whether you like God's law or you don't like God's law, it's good stuff. It's good. It's proper. And it's what we should be living by. It's the spirit come down into man, and man wrote. John had his visions on Patmos. In Revelation, John the Divine, and he put it all down on pen and paper. So it's the spirit of humanity coming through, and they've scribed down the visions, and that basically that's all you can do, and that's all these apostles were. They just got visions; it was placed on their heart, and they spoke and they wrote it as they got that vision, and that's basically what the Bible is. But we've got to try and get back to some goodness, people, because there's a lot of bad things going on right now. But in the same token, there's a lot of great stuff going on. Let me tell you. Fake media suggests, we've done that one. Afternoon all. Hello, Leona. Lovely to see you. Oh, and VK's kicking right off. Mate, I have, in the last day, I've had over 150 people add me on VK. And VK seems to be a pretty decent platform. I'm going to be using it more and more and more. And once we get up the numbers, I'm off of Facebook for good. Can't wait to leave the old girl. Be like the Titanic, because she's sinking, creeping off and jumping on the iceberg and saying, thanks very much, I'm off now. Only made hard by others' fears. Yeah, the fear in people. Oh, my word. But today, where I've been, they were all lovely. And they said, thanks for coming out, Dave. I said, you know what? I'm only working for people that I've worked for and come to know over the years right now, because there is a lot of people going crazy out there. She said, you know, we go shopping at Sainsbury's. You've got to walk a certain way down the aisle. Welcome to communism. People scream at you if you go the other way. Welcome to communism. Welcome to fascism. That's all this is about, people. This is a smoke screen, an absolute smoke screen for fascism. It really is. Really, really, really is. And then before you know it, there'll be a vaccine rolled out and you can all go and get your lovely vaccine. And in that vaccine is going to be some rather nasties, let me tell you. And I would just make sure that you question what you're getting up to. I really would. I certainly would. There's no way they're putting a vaccine in me. Glad to see a bit of cash is coming back on the scene. Where I went to City Plumbing earlier, they got their spit screens up, and I went, "Oh, this is lovely. This bit of Perspex." I said, "Do you think a virus worries about a piece of Perspex?" He said, "Dave, it's comical." He said, "All our HR's gone into meltdown." He said, "The world's gone mad." And I said, "Yeah, bruv. Yeah, it has. It's gone proper mental." I said, "But if you think you're going to stand in front of that computer screen with that big spit screen in front of you," I said, "you're still handling all the goods backwards and forwards." I said, "You're living in a different world, living on a different planet." Even that shop's got an in and got an out, in and out. So people ain't, I mean, it's gone mad. It's gone mad. But it is communism. This is the totalitarian tiptoe. And it's what they've been trying to usher in. You can only walk one way down an aisle in a supermarket. That's fascism, people. That's communism. And do you think that these things are going to disappear? They've made all the investment of putting all these arrows down and these barriers up, making this and that and these spit screens. Do you think they're going to disappear tomorrow? Do you think they're going to disappear in the next few weeks? I don't think so. They're going to be there forever. Welcome to communism. Welcome to Leningrad, England. Because China, the Chinese role model for the coronavirus, England has adopted exactly the same thing. Beat the people over the head, keep them off the streets, don't let them out. Guess what, suckers? China's a communist country. We're not a communist country. We are the land of the free, where common law is the overarching thing. Natural law is the overarching thing. We're supposed to be in this country. And the system's loving this lockdown. They're like, "Oh man, this is like them getting all the lottery numbers at once. It's mental. They're loving it. Trust me, they really are." Witchy Woo, Sonia Ballard, Scott, hello, sweetheart. Zevi, Zircon, oi, Saucy. Loving the art, mate. Back at you. So yeah, this is, you know, I try and bring my daily, weekly activities to you guys so you can make your own informed decisions. Be respectful to others, try and help others, do what you can for mankind, because Lord knows it needs it right now. The amount of fear placed in people is disgraceful. And to me, this is communism. This is the totalitarian tiptoe. This is, you will walk down a certain way down the supermarket aisle. You will come and queue at the counter a certain way. We're not going to take cash. Well, hang on a minute. I thought I was on the understanding that if say, for instance, you went and got a load of stuff, because everyone loves this legal tender, you went and got your weekly shopping and you went up to a till and they didn't take cash, I actually thought you had the law on your side. So you could just, well, if you won't accept the way I'm going to extinguish this debt, then it's you that's acting in dishonor, not me. I've made the presentment, right? You think, well, so I'll keep my goods then, because you've got to accept legal tender. These places have to accept legal tender. That's their laws, not my laws. Dave, did you see POTUS talking about the malaria drug and zinc taking it is a prevention? Great speech. He's a good dude. I like Trump. So I love Trump. When I put all my faith in a politician, behave yourself. First and foremost, you have to get your own house in order, right? You have to build your own house on a solid foundation. If it's not built on solid foundations, it's going to fall over. If you build it in quicksand, it ain't going to last long. So you need to build it on good, solid foundations, and everything starts at the ground and works up. So am I going to put all my faith and trust in Trump? No, but I do truly believe, with the things that I see that he gets up to, that if people take the time to research Trump, rather than listening to the fake lamestream media that just want to rubbish him all the time. And by the way, I think Trump will easily get in for his second term, easy. And I think that's due to come up very, very soon, because what people fail to realise is America is a population of 330 million people. And it was the people that voted for President Trump. So when I always remind people, when you're taking the mickey out of President Trump, you're having a dig at the American people, that sovereign land, them sovereign people, and you're calling them all stupid. Because you have to understand that they voted for their president. And what was it? They had an option of that evil or this new guy come along. And it weren't the fact it was Trump. It could have been Izzy Izzard. It could have been Cilla Black. It could have been anyone like that offered something different and fresh that weren't tied in with this big deep state cabal, and they'd have gone for it. So this wasn't, I don't think this was a vote for Trump himself as an individual. I think this was a vote because he wasn't from the establishment, in as much as he wasn't a paid politician. He takes zero coinage for his presidency, not a penny. Everything that he gets goes to charity. He donates it to the fire service out there. Man, I tell you, I dig the dude. But the mainstream media, Trump's an idiot. Trump says, disinfectant in the body. Well, what he was actually saying and actually treating it for it now is that light therapy and sound therapy acts like a disinfectant in the body. And they're putting this all into plan in American hospitals. They're now putting this into plan. They're using light therapy, or going to be shortly doing it, to deal with any of these respiratory issues. And I say, let's applaud Trump. Donald Trump ceased funding to the World Health Organization. That has sent reverberations around the world like we've got tomorrow. So he's a hell of a dude, and he's a player. He's always playing the media. He's always playing the Twitter card. He's always getting his message out there, right? He knows how to work things. He does. And Kanye West, whether you like Kanye West or not, Kanye West did an album probably last year, called Jesus is King. And Jesus is King, right? I don't care if it offends people. I don't care if it puts them off their tea. The truth and the fact is Jesus is Lord and King and Saviour. That's the end of it, right? Because that's the kingdom we live in. But he got Kanye West on side. Kanye West did a concert where he got admonished, and he come on stage telling everybody in the crowd that things weren't proper. They need to look in. Next thing, they rushed him off to a penitentiary, got him under the Mental Health Act. He was out in next to no time. He had a bit of a meltdown because he'd come into some revelations. And when you come into revelations, you come to truth, it is hard to deal with because your whole illusion of the world that you knew it has been shattered. And that's what scares so many people. They're scared to step outside the paradigm. They're scared to step outside of their umbilical cord and actually see the world for what it really is, this beautiful God-given creation. So he's got Kanye West on board, and they have pally meetings, and Kanye goes to Trump Towers and sees Trump. And so Trump's a player. Trump is a player, and Trump is trying his best to let the media to be seen for what they truthfully are. I don't think Trump wants to hang them out to dry. I think Trump's clever enough to let themselves hang themselves out to dry. Timberwolf, beautiful, beautiful program. Always an open mind. You've got to have an open mind. Just Fishing, CA, hello, gorgeous. How you doing? Who's trying to bribe Madagascar with 20 mil to poison their cure for COVID? I don't know. That's something I don't know. I just think that with all of what's going on today, it is probably, it's got a big 30 degrees. If this weather continues like this, they're going to have a hell of a job keeping people indoors, let me tell you, because you're going to really all start getting grumpy. You're all going to start coming really grumpy pigs, and you're all going to be wanting to get down the beach, get out and about, go to your park, get an ice cream, drop your ice cream. That's how we roll. You've all done it. Got an ice cream, it fell off the thing, and you went, "Oh my God!" Do you remember that? Cried your eyes out as a kid, didn't you? When your ice cream fell off the thing. Oh my life! It was like the world had ended. Especially a bit of tutti frutti on the end there. Lauren Dory, hello, sweetheart. Nice to see you. So you try and keep everybody in this country. Your lockdown measures are just going to disappear out the window, and we're seeing it all being eased anyway because people are seeing the truth. Where's all the bodies? Where's my street, right, if this was a proper epidemic, pandemic, scamdemic, whatever it is you want to call it right now, and it was truthful and it was really, really happening on a global scale, there would be a container down the end of my road and it would be stacked full of bodies. Because out of 14,000 people, we had lost at least 3,000 or 4,000 people. You've seen a pile of 3,000 or 4,000 bodies. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite big and it stinks. But we're not seeing that. I'm not seeing ambulances fly up and down this road collecting bodies, taking people that are not well to hospital. I'm not seeing that. My road's quiet. It's quiet as a mouse. You can hear a sparrow drop one out there from 100 yards, and it makes you bend over. You think, oh, that was close. It's so quiet. The hospitals are quiet. We've got the nurses saying, well, nothing really going on here. They've shut the Nightingale hospitals down in London, only 20 people in there. They're all going, why did we build these things? Don't get me wrong, prevention's always been good, ladies and gentlemen. That's why men should generally wear condoms unless they went children. But I think maybe they've bit off a little bit more than they can chew. And here's the stigma. The British establishment think that the people of this great country are stupid. Well, they're in for a shock, because we are not stupid. In fact, and in point of fact, we're far cleverer than them, because for them to roll this out and dole this out and to make them think that we're too stupid to realise what's going on, let me tell you, massive backfire, massive backfire. Exciting times, people. Trust me. I'm going to disappear very shortly. I'm going to go and have something to eat. I haven't eaten all day. Just been drinking plenty of fluids. Keep your vitamins, minerals, keep all your supplements going, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to keep yourself into alignment. If any of you want an email that I've got from that lady I interviewed last Thursday, Susan, she sent me down her protocol now. So if anyone's got illnesses, it includes things like blackstrap, molasses, and all sorts of different things like Epsom salts and stuff, and minerals and vitamins that will bring your body back into alignment and save your life, regenerate your organs, and make sure that you're all okay. So I can forward that to you. If you just drop your emails down in these thingies, or email me on Facebook, that'd be fantastic. Or just message me on VK, my chosen platform now. My chosen platform for social media is VK. Facebook is toast. Too much censorship on Facebook. Everyone's being shut down for what? For giving the God's honest truth. Can you imagine living in a country where the God's honest truth is suppressed? Or because you're talking about stuff that they don't like or want you to talk about, you get censored. I thought free speech was free speech. I thought a free country was a free country. I thought England was the land of the free. You're free as you think you're free. Trust me, it is all about the mind. People, I love you all. I will see you all very, very, very soon. I might even come back on here later. I've got to get out of here. The door's shut and it is red hot. I'm going to go and chill out, maybe hit some golf balls. But yeah, I'll see you all soon, ladies and gentlemen. Keep spreading the vibe, keep spreading the love, keep helping your neighbours, keep talking to people, keep the spirit up, all right? Because when you light up a room, this woman where I was working today, she went, Dave, what? She said, is there nothing that gets you down? I went, only a bailiff. She laughed. She went, that's what I mean. She said, you just so spiky. She said, you've got this really good energy about you. And that's how you have to roll in life, people. You have to forget the fear, put the fear out the window, and just keep rolling on until one day you're not here no more. And that was just meant to be. Keep going, keep rocking, stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all, and I'll see you all very, 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 very soon. Take care now.